the 2020 Bahrain Grand Prix, a race that will forever be etched in the memory of every Formula One fan. Not for who won, but for one of the most shocking and miraculous moments in the sport's history. We're talking about Romain Grosjean's terrifying crash, a fiery incident that saw his car split in two and erupt into a massive fireball. How did he walk away from something that looked utterly uncertain? Today, we're going to break down every single detail of that day. From the cause of the accident to the incredible safety innovations that saved his life. This is the story of a modern-day miracle. It all began on the opening lap. The lights go out, and 20 cars scream towards the first corner. The start of any Grand Prix is chaotic, with drivers jockeying for position at over 200 kilometers per hour. Romain Grosjean, driving for the Haas team, started from 19th on the grid. As the pack funneled through the first few turns, he found himself in the middle of a tight bunch, looking for a gap. He veered sharply to the right, aiming to overtake the cars ahead. In his blind spot was Daniel Kvyat's. Grosjean's right rear wheel made the slightest contact with Kvyat's left front. At these speeds, even a minor touch is enough to have catastrophic consequences. The contact instantly unsettled Grosjean's car, sending it spearing uncontrollably off the track to the right, directly towards the Armco barrier. What happened next was a sequence of events that nobody could have predicted. Grosjean's car hit the steel guardrail at a speed of around 221 kilometers per hour, or 137 miles per hour. The angle of impact was just right, or perhaps just wrong, to create a devastating outcome. The force of the impact was immense, measured at a staggering 67 gigaseconds. To put that in perspective, that's 67 times the force of gravity. The car didn't just hit the barrier, it pierced right through it. The front of the car wedged itself between the steel layers, while the immense energy caused the rear of the car, including the engine and fuel tank, to be ripped completely away from the chassis. The car literally split in half. The moment the chassis was torn apart, the fire began. Why? The impact ruptured the high-pressure fuel lines, connecting the fuel tank to the engine. The fuel tank itself, a heavily protected Kevlar-reinforced bladder, likely remained largely intact, but the severed connections were enough. Over 100 kilograms of highly flammable racing fuel vaporized and instantly ignited, creating a massive inferno that engulfed the front half of the car, with Grosjean still trapped inside. The intensity of the fire was shocking, a throwback to the dark days of Formula One in the 1970s, an era when such fires were tragically common. Modern F1 cars are designed to prevent this, but the sheer violence of the impact, and the way the car split, created a worst-case scenario. So, how did Romain Grosjean survive this? The answer lies in a symphony of safety systems, each playing a crucial role. First and foremost, the halo. This titanium structure, introduced in 2018 amidst much controversy over its aesthetics, was the undisputed hero of the day. As the car pierced the barrier, the halo deflected the upper section of the steel rail, preventing it from striking Grosjean's head. Without the halo, this story would have had a very different and tragic ending. It protected his head and created a space for him to survive the initial impact. Next is the survival cell. This is the super strong carbon fiber monocoque that forms the core of the car, where the driver sits. It's designed to withstand enormous impacts without deforming, protecting the driver's body. Even though the rest of the car was obliterated, the survival cell did its job perfectly, maintaining its structural integrity and shielding Grosjean from the crushing forces. Paired with this is the Hans device, or head and neck support. This device, worn over the driver's shoulders and connected to the helmet, prevents extreme head and neck movements during a crash, drastically reducing the risk of a basilar skull fracture, the very injury that claimed the life of Dale Earnhardt in 2001. It absorbed a huge amount of the 67 gigaseconds of force, preventing catastrophic neck injuries. And then there was the fire. Grosjean was inside that inferno for 28 agonizing seconds. His survival here is down to his fire-resistant gear. His race-suit gloves, boots, and balaclava are made of a material called Nomex, which can withstand direct flames and extreme temperatures for a crucial period. His helmet is also subjected to rigorous fire testing. This gear bought him the precious seconds he needed to escape. The photos of his melted visor and burned gloves showed just how close he came to a different fate. He had burns in his hands and ankles, but his fireproof suit prevented much worse. Getting out was an ordeal in itself. Trapped in the wreckage, surrounded by flames, Grosjean initially struggled to free himself. His foot was stuck, and he had to work to pull it free from the damaged cockpit. He described it as a moment of acceptance, almost giving up, before thinking of his children and finding the strength to push through. He climbed out of the burning chassis and over the barrier, where he was met by Dr. Ian Roberts from the FIA medical car, which had arrived on the scene in seconds. It proved, beyond any doubt, the value of these innovations. Grosjean's escape wasn't just a personal victory, it was a victory for Formula One and for everyone who has worked to make this incredible sport safer. His story is a powerful reminder that while we chase speed and spectacle, the safety of the drivers will always be the #1 priority. Thank you for watching. If you found this explanation insightful, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the world of Formula One. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one.